The Dollars trilogy chronology can be a bit confusing, but the loose connection between the three movies adds to the enjoyment of watching them. Starting with 1964's A Fistful of Dollars, Sergio Leone helped to popularize the spaghetti western film movement that revitalized the genre. A Fistful of Dollars also launched the movie career of then TV star Clint Eastwood. Following A Fistful of Dollars, Leone directed the loose sequel, 1965's For a Few Dollars More. This was followed by a third Clint Eastwood spaghetti western, 1960's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Leone remains influential today, with Star Wars taking inspiration from Eastwood's western hero, while filmmakers like Quentin Tarantino have expressed their love of Leone's work. According to the filmmaker, his films were not meant to spark a cinematic revolution, yet they inspired 200 additional spaghetti westerns. The three movies of the Dollars trilogy, also known as the Man with No Name trilogy, were popular and influential, largely because of Leone's masterful direction. Despite the iconic nature, there are still many who wonder how movies of the Dollars trilogy are connected. What the Dollars trilogy is. The Unplanned trilogy was a boost to the Western genre. The Dollars trilogy is the unofficial, overarching name assigned to Leone's trio of films. While A Fistful of Dollars was an instant smash hit overseas, American audiences had largely grown tired of the Western genre. Though there was the occasional standout production, see John Ford's The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance in 1962, John Sturges' The Magnificent Seven in 1960, or Howard Hawks' Rio Bravo in 1959, most of the Western films of Hollywood in the late 1950s and early 1960s were products seen as self-parody. Critics, filmmakers, and big box office names had more or less distanced themselves from the genre, with even Western icon John Wayne in a career decline. With Leone's films, however, American distributor United Artists sought a strong angle to help boost the release of the pictures in the Americas. They were the first to come up with the notion of the Man with No Name, the mysterious character portrayed and immortalized by Eastwood, and therefore, the notion of corralling these films as a trilogy. The marketing campaign was based around the fact that Clint Eastwood's character in all three films dressed and acted similarly. In reality, much of the character's outfit, including the iconic poncho and sheepskin vest, were brought overseas by Eastwood as part of his own wardrobe from the set of Rawhide. The best order to watch the Dollars trilogy. Start with The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. While Leone never intended his three Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns to be a trilogy, there are events in the movies that establish a timeline. The unofficial order for Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly at the forefront, acting as a prequel to For a Few Dollars More, and then finishing with A Fistful of Dollars. Remarkably, despite the director's intentions, or lack thereof, the three films do not contain any major continuity errors when viewed as a continuous series. Given its expansive reliance and commentary on the American Civil War, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is chronologically the earliest movie, despite being produced last. Leone implemented the infamous American conflict into his film in order to deliver some stark commentary against the brutality of war, primarily using Eastwood's character. In terms of events, Blondie slowly picks up the pieces of his iconic outfit throughout before finally donning the whole getup in the end. For a Few Dollars More takes place after The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, not only because Colonel Douglas Mortimer, Lee Van Cleef, the vengeful bounty hunter, is a veteran of the Civil War, but also because a newspaper can be seen in the film containing the year 1872. The only factor that puts For a Few Dollars More before A Fistful of Dollars, however, is that Manco and Mortimer engage in a bravado shooting contest where the target is the Man with No Name's hat. The holes from that squabble can be seen in A Fistful of Dollars.